it's me, Rebecca, the Bexa boss lady, and I am here with my October income report. Now, I normally get really excited about these, and I love doing my numbers. No, I don't. But they do give me a really good indicator of either how much work I've been doing, or yeah, that's pretty much what they give me a good idea of. So anyway, I am not very happy about October sales. I know from social media there are lots of other people who have not had the best October. So I'm hoping that for me, because we have a lot going on personally right now, that, excuse me, I can maybe at least stay the same for next month. I do have some things that I still need to list, so that'll be one of my goals, is to get that done. But there's really no way to just do this besides going right into it. If you want to know what lipstick I'm wearing, it's the new, I don't think I have it's Can't Be Beat. Can't Be Beat, B-E-E-T. There's a link to Red Apple lipstick in my descriptions, and it's the one that I'm wearing. I always get messages after the fact of what color I'm wearing, so I just started telling everyone in the beginning. That's the best part about this video, is my great lipstick color, because the numbers are very disappointing. All right, let's start off with the fact that the beginning of October, I was in Chicago for Posh Fest, okay? And then I went straight from Chicago to Ohio for over a week to get my house there ready to sell. And I really dedicated no time to my, my business. Then seemingly Poshmark changed to the ambassador program, and my sales came to a crazy halt. Whatever they did with their algorithm, I think, really impacted my sales. I know it affected other people's too for at least a week. So now we're talking halfway through the month, and sales just haven't been what they need to be. So my total sales for October were $3,603.75. My total profit on those items was $2,400. I sold 170 items, and the cost of the items sold was $660.44. 99 of them sold on eBay, 1 sold on Etsy, 1 sold on Grailed, 7 sold on Mercari, which I'm starting to branch out into, and 61 items sold on Poshmark. The eBay number is really not that out of the ordinary, but the actual dollar amount and how many auctions I sold for a very low amount, that is what has affected this number. Poshmark is really low. That's about 30 or 40 sales lower than normal. I should point out too that I didn't have any very large sales in October. So normally I have some items where I've sold purses or shoes or, a leather coat. I've had the jerseys. I've had some larger dollar amount sales, and last month I just didn't have any. My sales in October are half of what they were in September, and my profit is $2,000 less than it was. So this is why I can't emphasize enough, knowing that this is a possibility and being prepared for this if you are going to be a full-time reseller, or you're planning on this money for something, whatever the case may, whatever the situation is for you, you have to be able to realize that there are ebbs and flows with this, like any business. And if you want to hear some really sad stories about my first business I owned, there is a video on my YouTube page called it's about side hustles and part-time, it's like hobbies, side hustles, and full-time entrepreneurship. And you'll see here's the hard stuff that I sacrificed for my first business that I opened. But you really just have to know that this is the way that this works sometimes. And while yes, I believe that this is a reflection of the amount of work that I put in, I definitely didn't list as much as I normally would consistently. I don't believe that this is an accurate reflection of what it should be, if that makes any sense. Like, yes, I didn't do as much work as I normally did, but I still did a lot of work, and it should be reflected a little bit better in here. Some of my, well, I'll get to that in a second. So my cost per item, one of the good things this month was that my cost per item is now below $4, which is where I wanted it to be. So that's one good thing. And my average sale amount is still over $20. So I really would like that to be in the high 20s, but for right now, for that, I mean, for what I did last month, that's a pretty good sale amount. My biggest loss last month was this cupcakes and cashmere little striped jacket I bought at Nordstrom Rack, and I lost $14 on that, and I just ended up auctioning it off. I've had it in my inventory for like 9 months, and I'm just trying to get rid of it. At this point, I'm not trying to have anything that I purchased in January or before in my inventory. So anything like that, I'm starting to just auction off on my eBay page. And I really didn't have any large profit items this month. Most of my bigger profits were only, you know, $40s, $50s, $60. I didn't have any in the hundreds like I normally do. So that definitely impacted my sales. I did an experiment this month on promoted listings, and I'm going to do a whole nother post about my opinion on promoted listings. But I was doing promoted listings a lot in September, and I did have a significant amount of sales. I decided to take it off, so I was not using promoted sales, and my sales tanked. They went crazy, they tanked. And so I haven't quite figured, I've put them back on now. So we're going to see, I'm doing another experiment to see what happens here. But at any rate, I was playing around with some stuff, and I think that eBay's making some changes, which is seriously impacting the sellers who aren't offering one-day shipping or free shipping or free returns. So I think the algorithms are changing, not in our favor, and it's really impacting. I think that's why a lot of us are seeing some impact on our sales in October, because those things were rolled out. They're trying to compete with Amazon, and we are, you know, ranking lower and not being seen as much because I'm not offering sales, one-day shipping with free shipping and free returns. I can't right now. I would maybe do returns in the future, but I just can't deal with it right now with everything we have going on in our personal life. All right, so my rose is that I got to clean out some inventory. Another rose is that I'm learning Mercari more. I have a little tutorial video I'm going to do for you guys on Mercari this month. And my men's Poshmark closet is growing. It's hit kind of a stagnant spot, but I've made about $500 on that page, and I only started it a few months ago, or not even a few months ago, like 6 weeks ago. So we'll just see. I've also then been testing. I like to do testing. I think it's important to try different things and see what works and what doesn't work. So I have incorporated some men's stuff back into my women's closet, and I actually just sold a bundle of a men's item with women's items. So we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. My thorns for October definitely were my sales. My sales and my profits were so low. That is one of the biggest thorns for me. The other thing is that I cleaned out some old inventory, but I ended up selling it for really cheap. But then I think those auctions might have woken up my eBay store, because towards the end of the month, they picked up a little bit. So who knows? And another thorn is that I bought a ton of inventory in the beginning of the month, which is something I don't normally do. I typically buy inventory, you know, every week or every other week and then list it as the week goes by. This time I decided, because I knew we had a lot going on, I was just gonna buy a lot of inventory and fill my stores back up and get it listed. And it did not bring the sales or the dollar amounts of stuff that I thought it was going, like stuff that's a no-brainer that should have sold already from the beginning of October has not sold yet. So that's kind of a bummer. Those are my roses and my thorns for October. All right, my goals for this month. So we have a lot going on. There's just a lot going on in our life. The holidays are coming up. We're traveling a lot for the holidays. We're moving. We're trying to get our house sold in Ohio. There's just all sorts of stuff that we have that we're dealing with. So for me, in November, I'm just going to try to stay consistent. My goal is to stay consistent with sell similar, you know, even if it's just listing a couple things on eBay every day, every other day. I did get some stuff this morning done, about 16, and it's November 1st. I'm going to be in Ohio for a week, so hopefully I can get a few things, you know, purchased and listed while I am there. And number 2, know that we have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm not going to beat myself up about the fact that I'm gone for a week. I'm going to be back. We're moving. We leave for Thanksgiving. We come back. We have a couple events to go to. We have the holidays coming up. So the next 8 weeks are just going to be crazy for us. And I just have to recognize that we have a lot of stuff going on. I can't be really mad at myself and beat myself up about my sales. I have to be more forgiving with myself and more accepting of, you know, the situation. I'm very excited about our new place. It's going to have a lot more space. I'm going to be able to make my little lady lair, my boss lady lair. It's going to be super exciting. So I can't wait until you see my videos in December, because they're going to be awesome. I'm going to have my little recording studio and my little photography studio and my beauty area and my storage and my shipping, and everything's going to get to be set up. And we're saving a buttload of money every month on our rent because we're moving out of this crazy neighborhood. I'm going to miss my views, but you know, we have life goals, right? Life goals, we have priorities, and you know, so this apartment is not getting us to where we want to be. So anyway, that is my October sales report. If you like this video, don't forget to click thumbs up. And I mean, I kind of want to click thumbs down just because my sales are not that good. You know what? But if you think about it, there are people who wish or who are working towards my sales. So I shouldn't beat myself up that much about this, because there are some people who aspire to have sales in my range and that kind of thing. I just wish that mine were still trending upwards to where I could get to, you know, consistently making $3,000 or $4,000 a month in profit. That is my ideal sweet spot. And, you know, I'll get there. We'll all get there if we just we put our head down, we stay focused, and we do, you know, steps at a time. So thanks for watching. If you need more help, I have lots of videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.